In today's rapidly changing world, access to education has never been more crucial. Higher education can unlock a world of opportunities, but many students find themselves on uneven ground, lacking the support and information they need to reach their full potential.
I think education is a natural right, per se. People should have access to education. I grew up in Belfast. I grew up in West Belfast, sort of in the middle of the Troubles, per se. Education was free in Ireland, and going to college just changed my life.
Gerry McCrory's journey from Ireland to the United States laid the foundation for what would become a company that specializes in providing technology solutions for college and career readiness in the education sector. Alongside Kevin McCloskey, they dedicated 3 years to research and focus groups to create a platform that would serve Gen Z.
I came across the opportunity quite by happenstance. My daughter, eldest at that stage, was looking at colleges. The difference in the process was like day and night. The US process was just so opaque, and the UK-Ireland process were so transparent. It's really difficult for people to navigate the process. And that is the biggest challenge, all students face. The thing is that most people in the US, including myself, are guilty of thinking maybe there's 200 colleges in America. Everyone knows sort of the Ivy Leagues, knows sort of the Big Ten, knows the local state colleges, whatever. There are almost 2,000 four-year colleges, and there's got to be one that fits you. So I thought, let's build a network for the students to discover colleges and be discovered by colleges. So what we have done is we haven't built a software company, we've built a network for different elements or different constituents within that network. So you have the students, you have their parents or guardians, the high school counselors, you've got the colleges, and you've got CBOs, community-based organizations. There are 3 basic questions to answer. Can I get into the college? Will I fit into the college? And can I afford it? And our thought is we can get more students earlier in the high school process. They answer those 3 questions affirmatively. I think we can get more students into college.
My family moved to the United States because my father really believed in the power of education. And unfortunately, I grew up in a community where that wasn't supported for women. And so with them making the move here, it's ultimately so my brother and I could have the chance to go to school, to get an education, to go to college. When I started looking at the college process, I didn't know where to start. And Ms. K was really an important person in getting me there. She was able to utilize the Scoir platform in addition to the knowledge she already had and bring that together to teach me, and not only me, but to teach my parents what the whole process looked like.
I met Chantal during her sophomore year of high school when I was the newly hired college and career counselor. Her junior year, I was introduced to the Scoir platform. And by her senior year, I was using Scoir throughout grades 9 through 12 at the high school. The ease and simplicity of this network is incredible, especially for our students who don't have a lot of access to technology. And it's just so intuitive and easy to use. They're able to find the information they need very quickly.
One of the ways that we were able to use Scoir was to be able to figure out what was the best fit college for me. I had some things that I was looking for, but I had some things that my parents were looking for. And so with Julie's help, we were able to use Scoir to determine, these are the list of the things that I want. These are the list of the things that my parents would feel comfortable if I had. Are these colleges offering that? How much would it cost to go there? Just small things like that, that ultimately, when it comes to decision time, or the big factors that's going to impact where I choose to go.
Using this platform with Chantal, somebody who thought she was just going to go to the local university 10 minutes from her house, and then when she was on the network and could see the options available to her, states away from her, that would bring her to where she wanted to be in life, is just an incredible feeling. Chantal was interested in attending a college that meets full need out of state that she found on Scoir, and her parents were a little apprehensive about it.
Ultimately, whatever decision I made with college, I needed my parents' approval. Something Julie did was she used Scoir to be able to get information that my dad was looking for and showed him numbers, showed him the details.
So one day during lunch, I went to visit her dad. He was working, an hourly job. And we spent some time, and I wrote down what it was going to cost to go to this original public school 10 minutes from her home versus this other school that meets full need. And she would only need to come up with $800. It was a hard sell, but in the end, I sat back and I said, "You're a money guy." And I pushed that piece of paper to him and said, "You know better than I do these numbers." And she said, to this day, that sits on his office.
My dad came home that day after months of him saying, "You're not leaving for college." And he comes home and the only thing he says is, "Yeah, submit that application, you're going." And so if it wasn't for the access of information that Julie got through Scoir, if it wasn't for Julie herself being willing to put in the extra work and meet with my dad during his lunch break, I wouldn't be here today.
Innovation in education is not just a buzzword, but a necessity. The power of technology and personalized support can truly transform the educational journey for students, families, and institutions alike. By embracing change and fostering meaningful connections, we can pave the way for a brighter and more accessible future in higher education. Scoir and its success story is nothing short of remarkable.
Now here in the States, I work in corporate investment banking at Wells Fargo, and I'm so inspired by the woman that I see in my position and the future outlook of my career. So I definitely think I made the right decision by going to college. Look at where I'm at now.
Chantal is a true testament to how Scoir can change lives. She's a success story. And had she chosen her first choice college when we talked her junior year, the story wouldn't be the same. So Scoir changes lives every single day in every single high school that's using it. The incredible part about Scoir is that even if your school has not adopted it yet, a student or a parent can get on and create an account, and they can use this information to help transform the future of their lives, even if their school hasn't found us yet. The very first time I talked to Gerry McCrory, he was adamant that every student have access to the platform, no matter what zip code they grew up in, no matter their financial background. And he created this platform so that all students from everywhere could have access to college. What I love most about the platform is that it's so easy to use. Everything's right there in the same place. On the counselor side, it really saves so much time. When Gerry added the fee waiver, just a click of a button when we would send transcripts, that saved me 2.5 hours a week that I could really go back and actually be working with students. Or somebody else might think, oh, that's just one little feature. That is huge for a counselor that's working with low-income students.
Spend time counseling the students, not racking through websites here and websites there and books here and books there to try to find the information. Put the information there in order to help them make the right decision. So create transparency in the process.
When we all partner together, more students succeed. Students create a free account and counselors connect with our team to learn more.